I'm Matthew Pryor, I'm the co-founding CEO of Observant. We help people make better decisions about the operational performance of their business by capturing information from the field and bringing it back to a place where they can use it to make better decisions. The origin story of Observant's really interesting. There was a joint research project between Emmeline Heytesbury Beef and CSIRO to look at how to intensify production in the northern pastoral system. And so there actually was a suite of industry problems brought to us effectively, and we were challenged to use technology to deliver some of those solutions. The first 6 months of the Observant journey, I think, were similar in a lot of ways to a standard startup story, in as much as we did spend a lot of time understanding what the right way to solve the problem was. We were lucky also because part of the industry solution we've been given was a lot of economic data around how customers would value a solution. They'd already quantified the cost of, in this case, managing a remote water point, and that was $2,500 per water point per year. So that was really helpful because it basically said if we factor in return on investment, we know the price point for the product. So it was, how can we build the solution to hit that price point, and sort of speaking to potential farmers about, would this do it for you? Would this be a better alternative than what you're currently using today? Farmers were interested in sort of owning complex technology. So another point of the feasibility was, how do you package it up so owning that technology is simple and it feels like agricultural equipment, like robust, reliable, easy to use, easy to install. One of the big advantages of being part of that trial was it actually was a 5-year research project, including deployment on this very large cattle property in the Northern Territory, which was awesome in a couple of ways. I'd never been to a big cattle property, and that was a transformative experience for me, just in terms of understanding all of the factors about what was going to be hard to get products to work in that environment, understanding the challenges that were so different. I'd come from Silicon Valley where everything was at your fingertips, and all of a sudden you're literally hundreds of kilometres away from everything. All the things we take for granted, civic infrastructure, power, water, electricity, electronics, service, maintenance, were very inaccessible. And it really framed our thinking about, how do you make sure that you just really zero in on how can this be useful? How can it deliver a result and not have the technology get in the way?